everybody, welcome to Uncle Dave's Gag. Today I've got Dan Fogelberg and his big hit, Same Old Lang Syne. And there's a huge story behind this. It's based on a true story, and I'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes after the song. So, first I need you to do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, post notification bell, leave a comment as well, and suggestion as to what I should play. I'd like to hear from you guys. I've been getting a lot of comments lately, so please keep it up. And so let's get to the video. We'll get to the story, very interesting one here in just a minute. But let's play it. Got a little video to go with it, kind of explain the story.
Met my old lover in the grocery store. The snow was falling Christmas Eve. I stole behind her in the frozen foods, and I touched her on the sleeve. She didn't recognize the face at first, but then her eyes flew open wide. She went to hug me and she spilled her purse, and we laughed until we cried. We took her groceries to the checkout stand. The food was totaled up and back. We stood there lost in our embarrassment as the conversation dragged. Went to have ourselves a drink or two, but couldn't find an open bar. We bought a six-pack at the liquor store, and we drank it in her car. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now, and tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. She said she married her an architect, kept her warm and safe and dry. She would have liked to say she loved the man, but she didn't like to lie. I said the years had been a friend to her, and that her eyes were still as blue. But in those eyes I wasn't sure if I saw doubt or gratitude. She said she saw me in the record store, and that I must be doing well. I said the audience was heavenly, but the traveling was hell. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now. Tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to time. Living in our eloquence, another old lang syne. The beer was empty and our tongues were tired, and running out of things to say. She gave a kiss to me as I got out, and I watched her drive away. Just for a moment I was back at school, and felt that old familiar pain. And as I turned to make my way back home, the snow turned into
What a beautiful song. It was sad and sweet and true elements to it. There was only a couple of things in there that were not accurate. The lady's name was Jill Anderson when they dated in high school. They graduated in '69, and they both went out to colleges in different states, and they had lost contact with each other, and they had not seen each other in a while. In the mid '70s, I think it was '75, that Dan went back home to Peoria, Illinois, which was the scenery that you saw there. And on Christmas Eve, he went out to get some Irish cream for some coffee that he needed, and he was visiting his parents' house at that time. But when he went to the little convenience store, which they showed a picture of, he saw her, just like the story said, and she was out to get something innocuous. But the story, as the story went, it was very much like what you saw there. But Jill came forward many years later after the song was released. She didn't know. He wrote the song and did not release it. He would play it at concerts and things like that, but he didn't release it as a hit, and never really talked about it that much to other people because he didn't want to interrupt his marriage or her marriage with the story about another flame. But after he died, and he died at the age of 56 of prostate cancer, she came forward and she told the story that she was the girl in the story, and her name was Jill Grulich at the time, and she was married, but then she was divorced when the song was a hit. So the story there, she's not sure if she loved the husband she was with. Probably was true. She never really confessed it one way or the other. But the inaccuracy was her eyes are green, not blue, and so that was one of the things that that was not correct. And let's see, what was the other thing? I think there was something else there that was not accurate. Oh yeah, her husband was not an architect. He was a physical education teacher. And this went on to be a big hit after Dan's death, and he hit number 9 on the Hot 100 in '81, February '81. And I believe Dan died in 2007, but it was a huge hit. And the gentleman who played the saxophone at the end was Michael Brecker, and he also passed away early age at 57 of leukemia, and he improvised that. This, of course, part of Auld Lang Syne. But this was a true story, a sad, sweet story. And you don't get that often, but that's the story behind it, and it's on Dan's website, or it was. I haven't checked his website per se, looked at other sources. So anyway, that's a little bit about the song, the history, and the background. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you did, hit like, subscribe, post notification bell, come back and see me, and we'll start the new year. I'm going to continue on. If you got some requests, put them in the comments down there below. Okay? Thanks a lot for stopping by. Come back and see me. I'm about to close out 2024. Let's do it with a bang. Be nice to each other and be nice to yourself. Okay?